In this market, volatility seems to be the new norm. And every loss, every hesitation, every second guess you have, your brain's not just reacting, it's recording. In the last episode, we talked about how to neutralize the neurological imprint of a loss so that you don't run losses on repeat. But that reset, that's not the end of the process, it's the entry point. Top traders don't just recover from volatility, they use it. They install performance scripts into their brain so that when chaos hits, their best moves fire automatically. Because here's the truth: up to 95% of your actions, decisions, and behaviors are controlled by the subconscious part of your mind. Cognitive neuroscientists at Harvard, Yale, and around the world agree. Your conscious mind, the part that thinks, analyzes, plans, willpower, discipline, it processes about 40 bits of data per second. But your subconscious, it processes 40 million bits of data per second. It's a million times faster. Logic and willpower can't beat it. And it runs on these scripts, like pre-recoded responses based on past outcomes, stress, and pattern recognition. So if you've been trading through volatility, taken some hits, or felt some hesitation, your subconscious is already writing the next move, unless you intervene. Once the loss is neutralized, you're not done. You're finally clear enough to install what you do want to run. And that's what neuro reprogramming is. It's not mindset, it's not therapy or visualization, it's not performance coaching. And as good as she is, it's not even Wendy Rhodes. She works on the 5% of the mind. But there are other methods that recode the 95% of the mind where execution actually happens. It's neuro reprogramming at the subconscious level, but you gotta use the right tools. With this, you can update the brain's software that drives execution under pressure. You're not broken, you're not messed up, you just have a brain that has evolved to create shortcuts. Some of these shortcuts help, some of them don't. So the question becomes, what scripts do you want running in your brain when volatility hits? I've seen this pattern. One loss during a volatility spike. The next time it happens, the trader hesitates or they size down, even when the setup's clean. Not because they lost their edge, but because their subconscious wrote a rule that volatility equals danger. Now imagine replacing the brain's code with things like, I make back more than I lost. I trade sharper in chaos. I outperform my peers, especially in volatile markets. You don't just say these once and hope. They're not mantras or affirmations. You install them as an executable code inside the subconscious. And when coded right, they fire automatically so that your decisions, your reaction, and your precision is automatic. And the truth is, there are neuroscientific protocols that can install these scripts for you. You just need the right system and one that can rewire the brain at the level where execution actually happens. Elite traders aren't just more disciplined, they're more neurologically optimized. They don't trade from emotion, they don't overcorrect from stress. And they start to realize that their subconscious scripts are aligned with execution, clarity, and precision under pressure. So if volatility is here to stay, and 95% of your decisions are coming from your subconscious, you have one real question. What script do you want to be running your next trade? Because if you don't code it, your brain will default to the last loss, the last miss, the last stress loop. Click the link in the description below if you're ready to stop reacting to volatility and start using it to your advantage.